basically, the total number of private hospitals, we have one district hospital in Margao, and we have we have about 50 beds.
250?
And each hospital has got three community health hospitals or 50 beds. 50.
That is total how much?
So about less than 500, I believe.
About 500.
Yeah.
And a surge capacity of maybe another 200-300 or not?
Very difficult to do that unless we cope up the private hospitals.
Okay. How many doctors are available with you in the district?
In the district, we have about total people about at the moment time we carry 40 doctors minimum.
40 doctors who are part of the hospitals and the PHCs.
Yeah, no, part of the hospital plus another 20-30 doctors from PHCs and the.
So how many PHCs in the South district?
We have
100 doctors.
not 400. Those other doctors, other places they have only 3 or 4 doctors. They don't have. They are not have.
No, I'm taking a different. Your hospitals, both public and private, combined, will have how many doctors in the district?
Yes, I would say yes.
The plan must know how many hospitals, the number of beds available in every hospital,
Yeah, we have that.
what is the surge capacity of those hospitals in emergency, availability of doctors and nursing staff, how many medical teams can be formed, which will require to be sent outside the hospitals in the area of disaster. For example, I say that something has happened, floods have come, we need to send 10 medical teams, we have to send, make about 10 relief camps. Every relief camp will have a medical team, a doctor, nursing staff and things like that. How many such teams can be formed by you in the district? What staff can be given to them? What is the availability of ambulances? How many ambulances are available with you under your command?
At the moment, EMRI 108, which normally tackle.
How many with them?
They have about in South, we have about 9 or so.
You have the data of that with you?
I'll be having, I don't have it here right now. I do have.
Okay. Have you made plans of forming medical teams to be sent outside at the site of accident or the disaster?
Yeah, there's only one mobile team, one team we have made of 4 doctors. I don't have to check and make it, which is there in the plan at the moment.
Okay. But the what?
There's no problem.
The adequately stocked with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have any anti-snake venom?
Yeah, thank you.
Because you will be surprised during a flood, if there is a high ground and there are 100 men, there will be almost about at least about 50-60 snakes. Because the snakes also come and take shelter on a high ground. And then when the man and the snake is together, there are likelihood of snake bites. All floods which come about in Assam, Bengal and Bihar, they have this problem, it's a rampant problem, snakes and man together, anti-venom. And similarly, when you establish a relief camp, where you go to provide food, water, shelter and medicines. How many such medical camps can be established by the medical authorities of the district in case of a calamity? Are you aware what has happened in Pakistan today? Almost, they are saying 1/5 of Pakistan, some are saying 2/5 of Pakistan has drowned. And lakhs of people are marooned and affected. Now they are facing a medical problem. They are going to be, epidemics, gastroenteritis, waterborne diseases, and various other things. The Pakistan as a nation has raised its hands. Pakistan as a nation has told the world that they cannot now cope up with that disaster. The loss in material will be massive. A number of areas are about totally wiped out. You would have seen and heard what happened in Leh. So the starting point of Pakistan problem is also in Leh, where the Indus River, and this thing originates in the mountains and goes down into Pakistan. So it is something, a case study, which we all should take time and either through the net or with whatever inputs we get, you must examine what calamity they are facing today because of floods. What happened in Leh? Can it happen anywhere? There is a phenomena of environmental change. Whether you call it global warming or whatever, lot of things are happening in many places which has never happened earlier. And if Goa is fed by 7 rivers, anytime any calamity can strike you. Because when we talk about the vulnerability of Goa, I think the DCs have covered that. What is the vulnerability of Goa from disasters? Can anyone name it? No. Floods, earthquake, tsunami, cyclone, terrorism, mudslide, landslide, fire, urban, rural, chemical disaster, if there are any industries. So this is what we call vulnerability. And once you know the vulnerability profile, then within that vulnerability anything can happen. I'll be showing you a small, when we do a tabletop, we'll be covering all this. So, in particular, the medical resources of the district must concentrate on the total resources, number of hospitals, number of beds, number of doctors, how many medical teams, in how much time, the type of disaster, the medicines required for that, are they stocked with you or you have to get them from outside? And when you make a relief camp, what medical backup is going to be provided to each relief camp wherever it is established. And then I think you will be able to. So all these plans must exist. People must know, if I am Dr. X, I must know what is my job during a disaster. It should not be just written and kept locked with the CMO. I don't know. We don't know what the doctors say. If I would have asked them the same question, that have you read that plan which you are reading out from there, they would have looked at you. So just, this is the actual problem we are facing. You have to ensure that this plan is read by people. And people understand their responsibility. If I say that I have the telephone number of the CMO, Dr. Ravan, and suddenly the mobile phone is gone. Now how am I going to get Dr. Ravan from somewhere? Do I have his residential address? It is amazing. In one of the mock exercises, it says, okay, we got telephone number of all important functionaries. So I say, all mobiles are dead, please call Dr. Swenson. So then I would say, we got all very easy. We don't know where he lives. So this is a fact with everybody. That when we say a name, appointment, telephone number, residential address, because when everything else fails, the most ancient mode of communication is a man physically going and telling Dr. Saab, mere saath chalo, is the one which will come in handy. So when we make the plans, please give it a thought. Worst case scenario. Name, appointment, telephone number, residential address. And somebody should know Rehta kahan hai. Okay? Thank you, Dr. Saab. We'll go on to the next one.
Head of the District Fire Station, South Margao. Sir, my department is in an incipient stage. It is hardly 25 years old, and since we are not so much capable of handling all the situation. However, under my jurisdiction, now there are 3 sub-regions. One is North, South, and Central. Under my sub-region, there are 4 stations. Actually, there should be 5 stations. One Vasco Fire Station, though it is under South Goa district, it is placed under North Goa district, where there are grey areas where I cannot have that control over there. And that was applies to all the things. It becomes a embarrassing position for me whenever there is a natural calamity or where I have to attend that, because those people are not directly under me. So that may be noted, sir. Secondly, I am having 4 stations under me, and I am having 4 stations also headed who are heading the East Fire Station. Under them there are about 20 people, 20 or what, altogether there are 108 people under me. And those stations are at Angona, then Kuruchoran, then Verna, and Margao Fire Station. And of course, Vasco Fire Station, as I mentioned. Sir, we are having Sir, our working hours is 24/7, but we work from 11 to 11 hours with 2 shifts. 24-hour duty, 24-hour off. Our response time is 30 seconds, sir. As we get the call, our time starts from the time of call. And our response time to the incident place, depending upon many situations, sir. That is the road condition, the traffic condition, the distance from the fire station to spot. Sir, we will be covering this subject, list of equipments and at fire, with respect to fire station, list of appliances, vehicles at respect to fire station, action by district fire control route, South Margam, roll of local fire station, in the execution of operational plan, site hazard and protection, mobilization of reinforcement. Next. Sir, we have got our control room at district fire station. Main control room, and each fire station having one washroom where it is manned continuously by 21 station. Earlier we used to have this telephone area. Now with the introduction of this mobile cell, if somebody rings 101, it will directly go to paging. Thereby it is little bit delayed. People must be thinking that 101 when it is ring, it should immediately respond. But whatever it is going to paging, thereafter they was called. It depends when our phone is engaged, 101 phone is engaged, then people may think that it is kept purposefully engaged. But it is one-way traffic, sir. We cannot make phone call from that. So it is cannot be our fault. If it is engaged, it is the fault of the person who is keeping it engaged, other than the fire services. Necessary prerequisite framing of response plan for fire and emergency services is defining and understanding the responsibilities which each rank is required to undertake and perform accordingly. Response by whom? Role of control room. First, that whenever we are getting any call, mostly from police, because their PCRs are moving everywhere, they are actually the first responder. I should congratulate them. I should give all benefit, all the thanks to them, because from them only we are getting. Sometimes other people may also call, but we are finally getting calls from police. So role of control room, then role of station fire officer in charge of the concerned fire station. Then comes the role of assistant division officer, key person in charge, person to be contacted in case of disaster. Next. This brief document contains the planning and responsive activities to be undertaken by district fire station South Margam and field station in its jurisdiction in tandem with other departments of the government in the event of potential or actual disaster in the district. The contents herein will be incorporated into the overall district disaster management plan for South Goa district. Yes, sir, I will take one chance against this district disaster management plan. Before that, we have prepared disaster management plan for all of the fire services. It is the year 2000, sir. This was the first department to prepare its management plan. It is in position, sir, where it is given the distance from station to station, water sources, industries, everything is covered. At one glance, we can have that whatever is there, whatever the responsibility of fire service is depicted. Same is depicted here in our form, sir. List of cutting and rescue tools available with fire and emergency service. Tell you frankly, sir, our prime duty is to fight fire. But nowadays our department is renamed as fire and emergencies. So fire service is meant to attend any emergency in time. We are the first responder. So we have to attend, but there cannot be separate SOPs for all eventually, sir. So we have listed, we have documented on common SOPs for all emergencies, sir. These are the equipment, sir, which we are having in each station. Next. So these are the vehicles which we are having in each station. The Margam fire station having 6 vehicles, 3 water tankers, 1 rescue tanker, 1 ambulance, and 1 CC2 common vehicle. Second. This Kuchura fire station having 2 water tankers and 1 motorcycle for conveyance. And this Kanpura fire station is having 1 water tanker, 1 ambulance, 1 motorcycle. Varna fire station having one industrial fire tender and one ambulance. Action by District Fire Control Margam. On receiving information of any disaster in the South Goa district, the washroom operator in charge of control room will immediately bring the fact to the notice of the Assistant Division Officer South. Subsequently, on the direction of the ADO, they will immediately inform the washroom and officer in charge of the concerned area fire station through quickest possible means to immediately rush to the spot. So here I will mention that we are having wireless communication, but it is not sufficient, sir, because there is no networking. Sometimes we get, sometimes we don't get, but we rely upon the police for this type of assistance, sir. Through quickest possible means to immediately rush to the spot, with specified equipment, vehicles, facilities available with them to tackle the situation for effecting search and rescue operations. They will also alert the police and nearby hospitals. The Assistant Division Officer will inform the Director of Fire and Services about the situation depending on its magnitude and nature. It may not be necessary every time to disturb Director or higher up. If it is can be contained with the district fire station, we manage it ourselves. And if at all it is cannot be managed by us, then we will ask for resources. With the help of the washroom of the concerned local fire station, the washroom operator in charge of district fire control room South will verify the extent of the disaster and start reporting the situation on minute-to-minute basis to the senior officers. Next. In respect of any incident reported in Vasco Fire Station duration, the control room will notify the Assistant Division Officer District Fire Station North, NG first, and also apply, this is the duplication, sir. He has to apply North also and South also. Apply the Assistant Officer District Fire Station South Margam about the same. The District Fire Station South Margam will be on standby alert to render required assistance to Vasco Fire Station as per normal practice. The Station Officer Fire Station Vasco will inform both the Assistant Division Officer District Fire Station North, NG and Assistant Division Officer District Fire Station South Margam about the progress of the response action and request for backup from either end. Role of local fire station in execution of operational plan. On receipt of information about any disaster in South Goa district, the concerned station fire officer in charge, along with the crew in whose area the disaster has taken place, shall immediately rush to the spot along with his team, first alarm vehicle and equipment such as PP, that is personal protective equipment, sir. Fire suit, chemical suit, breathing apparatus sets, cutting, lifting, pulling, lighting, equipment, ladders, ropes, portable fire extinguisher, portable pumps, etc., search and rescue equipment such as laser cameras and thermal imaging, etc., rubber dinghies, life jacket and life buoys and ambulance with stretcher and medical first aid box for rescue and firefighting operation.
Is this available with you, this equipment?
But still we wanted some more equipment, sir.
And we have the equipment later.
We have requested.
Just go back to your previous slide.
Yes, sir.
Previous.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, gentlemen, this is very interesting.
Sir.
Please read the equipment which is mentioning there. Fire suits, chemical suits, breathing apparatus, cutting, breaking. Oh, actually, it should be breaking, lifting, pulling, lighting equipment. What do you have in lighting equipment? Motors.
Yes, sir. I must.
Okay, fine.
Light, sir. Then focus light.
Okay. Ropes, portable fire extinguishers, portable pumps, search rescue equipment, laser cameras.
Yes, sir. That thermal imaging camera and this, which is shown by the NDRF. That is the victim location unit, sir.
You also have thermal imager.
Yes, sir. But we are having one unit, sir. We are searching for more.
You have one per station.
One at, not per station, sir. It is one at our headquarters, which we are requesting whenever required, sir.
Okay.
So we have requested the government to give each station one set of that.
How many rubber dinghies?
The rubber dinghy we are not having here. Whenever required, we get it at our main station, this thing. It is at Belgium, sir. Like
It is with the fire department.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many?
Two, sir. Two, sir. One, sir.
Okay,
Sir.
life jackets?
Many, sir. Because each station is given two to each.
Life buoys?
Life buoy also, two to each. And whenever we require, whenever there is a necessity, we call it from other stations. And immediately we are receiving, sir.
Okay.
Last week, sir, we have collected about 25 pieces. It was kept in the collector's possession.
Are all you boys trained in first aid and
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
swimming?
Earlier, sir, it was not there. Now there is those new boys. They are being trained in first aid, then LSD, life saving techniques, and breathing awareness course. Everything now this is. But
Okay, good.
the older people are not trained, sir.
You go ahead, okay.
Earlier people they were not having this. But we are training them each month, sir. Every month there is a parade, monthly parade we are conducting, where we are employing all these trainings, sir. And we commence search and rescue operation, and simultaneously tackle the fire or other causes of disaster. The casualties rescued from the height or under the debris shall be transported and management. Site hazard and protection. On reaching the site, the station fire officer in charge will carry out risk assessment of the likely hazard that might be present in the scenario, as it is difficult to predict with any certainty the type of hazard that might prevail at incident. Appropriate to be controlled as the hazard will be and may change as the incident is dealt with, such as. Yes, sir. The incidents can be fire and explosion, unsafe building and plants, utilities such as electricity, gas and water, substance giving rise to toxic or irreversible, repairable atmosphere, radiation, injury from slips and falls, infections, landslide, building collapse, moving vehicles, sharp materials, chemical, other hazardous materials, leakage, spillage or flames. All these create hazard to rescue to worker and therefore advise of specially to be taken on site. Overall control of the incident area outcircle shall be with the police. The effective operational area, the incident site, and its immediate periphery, inner cordon, shall be under the exclusive command of the incident command officer of the fire and emergency services. This will, however, be without prejudice to the authority of the police officer for preventing crime of being arson, etc. at the site. Mobilization of reinforcement. All the nearby fire stations, including fire force helicopters, will remain alert and stand by in their respective stations so that they can be mobilized on short notice. The necessary prerequisite framing of response plan for fire and emergency services in defining and understanding the predetermined responsibilities which each rank is required to undertake and perform accordingly. The concerned area will be the nodal officer and will act as per the established hierarchy through the director of fire services. At the district level, the chain of command will operate under the ADO and officer in charge of concerned fire station. Response by whom? Control, as we have discussed earlier, that who is doing what response? Station fire officer in charge, control officer, assess the situation in terms of nature of situation and extent of damage, assess the situation on as serious, major, medium, minor, other potential vulnerable areas, approximate persons affected, search and rescue operation to be undertaken, supervision of operation, information to be sent to the district fire control room, assistant duty officer, district fire station south, station fire officer, fire station Vasco, who is administratively under the control of assistant duty officer, district fire station north, but you shall both the assistant duty officer, district fire station north, Panji first, and also apply the assistant duty officer, district fire station south, Marlam, and ensure that backup from south are notified to be in readiness. Now this is the role of assistant duty officer. He is a district management operator controller, nodal officer of fire and emergency services, mobilizing required number of manpower, vehicle and equipment in the form of reinforcement from the nearby stations. Access the need for specialized response team and equipment from logistics center at Fire Force Headquarters Panaji. Liaising with other departments for supporting activities as per the district disaster management plan. This is the key person in charge, sir. Assistant duty officer is his function is district management operator, nodal officer, sub-division officer, and ex-officer, member of district disaster management officer, South Goa. Sir, I am also ex-officer member at South Goa, sir, of district disaster. And this incident command officer will be station master of that area. In case of emergency, these are the officers who are posted at different stations. Fire station, Marga is having 3 officers, his telephone number, their other number, office number is also there, sir. And this is for fire station Kochar and fire station Kandagona. This is fire station Vepan and fire station Vasco, sir. These are the number, name, designation of the officer, and their mobile number as well as their office number, sir. Next. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And in some places it is independent. India as a whole does not have one standard fire services. You understand? You must be aware of that. Keeping this in mind, now the NDMA is taking on another area and the response timing they should cater for. And what should be the overall organization, their growth within the organization, which is called the career progression. Because if somebody joins the fire services, what is his promotion? What rank will he retire as? Will he become the director general of that organization? So, somewhere it is under the municipal corporation, somewhere under the police, and somewhere it is independent fire department. No standard equipment, no standard training, no standard manpower.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
College
And many places you have the IPS officers who are heading the fire department.
Yes. Some places it is there.
So it is a mixed bag.
Yes.
But now what I like to share with you all is, he's given a good presentation. He has highlighted his resources, the fire service, whatever, along with the police. So the police and the fire department have to work hand in glove. They have to assist each other in responding to a situation. There will be many places where the fire tender cannot reach because of traffic or traffic congestion or narrow lanes or crowd. You know, when something happens, there are thousands of people who gather there to look at the tamasha. So you need the police to do the crowd control and move the fire personnel to the place where something is happening. Now while we are talking about floods, you will be wondering what is the fire department doing here? It is not now the fire department, it is the fire and rescue services. So rescue means whether it is somebody falling in the ditch, vehicle accident, it's a flood situation, somebody is drowned, there is a deep diver is needed, all this activity will be done by them. So therefore the equipment required, the training required and the manpower required will be much more than the erstwhile conventional fire station. Response timing. It was said that okay, there should be a fire station where there is a population of how much? Generally, what is the yardstick for a fire station?
Yes, sir. Goa there is no yardstick. There are taluka there is one fire station.
Okay, at the central level, there was a lot of recommendations made. They talk about population, 1 lakh population, then 10 lakh population. How many fire stations? When we are carrying out a review, we are talking about the response time. When a fire starts here just now, how fast can this fire tender reach here? Will he be able to put that fire off before this entire building is gutted? 80% what is happening in fire accidents, a fire will start, a fire tender will come, the building will burn down, at the most we'll be able to stop the building from spreading to the next building. But that building itself may get totally gutted. So the response time, so therefore in the calculation of the fire stations in an area, you have to calculate that can the people from the station reach the area of jurisdiction within 15 minutes.
So there should be a mobile networking, sir.
Yes.
One station should reach within 15 minutes and there should be...
So don't go by distance, don't go by population, go by the area of responsibility and the response time of the fire station, in how much time can they reach.
Now here in Goa, sir, one station is at Kankona, one is at Margao.
So
There is something.
no problem.
We cannot reach within
I hope we are able to get this entire very important and crucial service in the country on some standard pattern. I hope it will happen.
Sir, my last request that if NDMA can do, they should look into this matter and there should be a good networking of fire station which can reach within 15 minutes to a desired place. If NDMA is funding or NDMA is doing something, there can be a good network and that credit will go always to the NDMA, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
The Government of India and the Finance Commission has allotted crores of rupees to those states who ask for the money. It's amazing. Sometimes the government gives the money and the states don't spend it. like the army. We bought Boford guns, which was so affected and are effective till today. 60 crores were eaten by somebody, God knows who. And after then, until today, army has not been able to buy more guns. Tomorrow you go to war with either China or Pakistan, your security is at risk. Do you understand what I am saying? Because some talca took place somewhere, people have stopped purchasing things which are needed today to ensure your security and safety. So we have to give a thought as a nation. What are we looking for? So we'll have a team right now.
Organization like the sports organization, the clubs. We have also got the Indian Red Cross Society Goa State Branch, the Hospital Association, Indian Medical Association, the Dental Association, Association of the Homeopaths and the Ayurvedic Medicine Doctors, the Devastans, the Interacts, the Rotaract. We also have the senior citizens, the Industrial Association, the Earth Moving Machinery, the Konkani Bhasha Mandal, the Goa Bargemen Association. We have also the Hoteliers Association, the Nosi Maritime Academy. These are the organizations which take care of the seafarers. Amongst these, the State Indian Ambulance Association reaches on an organized basis for the school students through the Red Cross movement, individually also through the State Indian Ambulance Association. We are also having a large force into the industrial estates where we are doing the training programs, and we have roughly to the tune of around 12,000 and odd candidates that we have trained so far. But the exact figure, if you ask me how many are there at the moment, it's fluid and people keep migrating from one industry to another industry. We also do train the National Institute of Water Sports in first aid, and our first aid content of the course is as per to the State Indian Ambulance Association Wales as well as the Asian Disaster Preparedness Center, ADPC. We have the general principles, the golden hour, that's the guiding line for us, the E10 reporting on the situation, anatomy and physiology, the basic life supports, management of wounds, pre-hospital management of fractures, pre-hospital management of burns, shock, medical emergencies, and another topic what is called as the childbirth emergencies. Now childbirth emergencies we don't take up for everybody except for the medical colleges like the Goa Medical College. We have only one in the state of Goa. The Homeopathic Medical College, although it is not part of their curriculum today, MFR is a course that has been conducted right from its inception. We must have trained more than about 280 odd homeopathic doctors who have passed out from that institution. And we also train up some of the private institutions like the INA and the ITA, where a group of members who join us. In our first aid course, we also take up on disaster management, triaging and the incident command system as a brief chapter so that people get acclimatized to what is in store at the time of disasters. At the Nosi Maritime Academy, where our State Indian Ambulance is closely associated with, we have trained more than about 5,000 odd candidates. That includes the people who have been wanting to join Life at Sea and the people who are already working on board the ship. That has been the training program. For the fire service of Goa, they have got BSc Fire Service where we are doing the training program. For the police training school, also we do the training program. Apart from the National Institute of Water Sports, the total fleet of Oil and Natural Gas Commission at the Institute of Petroleum Safety, Health and Environmental Management, we do the training program for them too. That has been done in the past by all of us. I would like to have guidance from our guest today who could give us some more inputs what else we could do in this arena so that we can better ourselves from where we are. Thank you, sir.
In relation to nation building, in response to disasters, such organizations go a long way. It is the community which is more important. It is awareness with the community which will make all the difference in how you are able to help yourself, help your neighbor and the nation. And to that effect, I must thank your organization and the efforts being done by you. Generally, whatever we talk about NGOs doing good work in the country, I personally feel that the role of the NGOs is actually in the awareness generation and capacity building at the grassroots level. At the level where people are going to get affected by our type of disaster, how are they going to actually look after themselves? What training can we give them? How can they organize themselves for their own rescue and rehabilitation. How can they organize themselves for helping out their neighbor? So that is the role, and it is all over the country where NGOs are working, that is important. Some NGOs, pardon my saying so, are doing things just for the sake of getting the name in the media. And some NGOs are doing actual serious work. You'll be amazed, 80% of Bangladesh is being run by NGOs. Are you aware of that? It's amazing. After Bangladesh got liberated in 71 by effort of India, it did not actually have a government to run that nation. And the people actually started running Bangladesh by forming NGOs. It's amazing. And those NGOs are not only NGOs, they are also money generating. They are giving employment to people. They are manufacturing and exporting things and generating revenues for Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, way back in 70s, during a cyclone, 5 lakh people will lose their life. Today they have organized themselves in such a manner that in a most severe cyclone, at the most they'll have 50, 60, 100 people dead. 5 lakhs to not more than 50, 60. That is the work of the NGOs. So you people have a lot of responsibility and contribution to do. And I think you're doing a good work by what you already told me. What is needed is to intermesh your resources with the district administration, with the fire services, the health services, the revenue department, the police, and nothing can happen without the blessings of the DC of the district. In our incident response system, what you mentioned in the incident command system, the Indian way of responding to a disaster, we call it the IRS now, Incident Response System. You cannot command a disaster. I cannot command a flood. I cannot command an earthquake. I command resources which are under my command to respond in case of a disaster, to help out the community, to save their lives. So therefore it is command of the resources and not the situation. You don't command a situation.